Yeah, summer's calling, and they want to know why I look like I'm just kidding, guys. Welcome and welcome back to my channel. My name's Catherine. No, but it is March, which is glow up season, right? For about 5 months now, I've pretty much been in my home eating. That's not an exaggeration. That's what I like to do. I've never made like a glow up video before. I'm not a beauty guru, but I do kind of just want to get back in my bag, so to speak. I just want to walk around feeling good in my skin. Is that a crime? So we're gonna do a few things. Should I write them down? Let's write them down. Glow up list. Working out, botox. I have an appointment tomorrow. Some at-home laser hair removal. This is something I'm experimenting with. Self-tanning. Should I trim my own bangs? I'll trim my own bangs on camera. Eyebrows, that's an easy one. Eating healthy, that's something that I really want to do. I already deleted Grubhub from my phone, so I'm gonna stock up on groceries. No eating crap. Maybe a hair mask or two, and that's it. I'm honestly not that high maintenance of a person, so I'm gonna do a lot of this at home, starting now.
Went to James's and we just like had shams, and I got his apartment.
I think Sheena kind of needs to just like take a second to.
So it's been a few days, and sometimes, ironically, the worst day of the glow up is after you begin it. And I'm not sure why that is. It's literally the middle of the afternoon and I'm exhausted. I'm still in my pajamas. I've been working from my bed. I'm trying to figure out if I'm getting sick, to be honest, because I have been sleeping an ungodly amount lately. I, for some reason, have pimples all over my skin, which is not typical for me. So I want to get to the bottom of that. Obviously, we got some stuff going on with my bangs here. I'm gonna trim those maybe later this week. The Botox lady ate down, TBH. I get my Botox done at Ject in the West Village. Molly is amazing. But I mean, it's only been a few days, so you probably won't be able to tell yet. This is horrifying. I don't know. Last night I slept with my hair wet inside one of those like heatless curler things, and this is what we're dealing with. Forget it. I think I'll work out a little bit maybe later. I think this week I'm definitely gonna do some running and some more ass camp. It's definitely my favorite workout. And I'm already feeling so much more fit from having done it, but I'm still sore from it, unfortunately. I'm gonna be drinking a lot of water. I gotta figure out what's going on with my skin. I wanna like brighten it up. I'm gonna change my sheets this week. I think that'll help. I've been drinking collagen matcha every single day, like I always do on this channel. And you know what? You know what a like nice little cheat code is getting your eyebrows done. For many years, I used to tweeze them and wax them. And then I tried growing them back in, which honestly didn't really work. No matter how many times I tried it over the many, many years I tried. So now I decided to go back to the shape that they were in when I was getting them waxed. But instead of getting them waxed, I'm just gonna shave them. And that's what I've been doing, and it's been working really well. Yeah, I just bought this little like razor thing. I go like this, but then I get in there. I'm gonna do it in the mirror, okay? This one looks so much better already. This one's just thinner. So I wanna do kind of a mid glow up update. I've been having a terrible week, actually. It just really like wasn't as easy as I thought it would be. I mean, it never is. It's kind of windy, so I hope you can hear me okay. Yeah, you know, I was just really busy with work this week, which kind of stunk. And it was really rainy and cold, so I didn't get outside to run as much as I wanted to. And then all of a sudden it was like, I felt like my skin went downhill. I felt like I couldn't see any of the differences from going to get Botox that I had hoped to see. Granted, it's only been a week, but whenever I spend a lot of money, I find it very easy to be disappointed, which is something that you have to work on, especially when it comes to anything with your face. You don't want to just keep doing more of something just because you paid for it and you're like addicted to seeing drastic results. Less is more in some cases, so I'm trying to keep that in mind. And I think the only reason I'm like stressing and really focusing on that a lot is because other things are not going smoothly in my life. You know, like feeling a lack of control. There's a lot of delays. And then of course, when it rains, it pours. On Friday, a couple days ago, my kitten ate something weird off of the floor and she had to go to the hospital for a foreign object being lodged in her stomach, and she stayed there overnight. It's just kind of like thrown a wrench in my whole weekend. Of course, I miss her. Luckily, I found out she is passing it and she doesn't need to have a surgery, which is massive, but of course it's very expensive. Definitely a good argument for pet insurance, which I do have, so that's good. But in the meantime, I just am like, I'm starting to feel a little bit of like feminine rage coming in, which of course is just something that happens when I don't get to spend enough time on myself or enough time exercising. I think my cycle's on its way as well. We got eclipse season, full moons, all that fun stuff. But that's part of the glow up, right? It's like mental, emotional, physical, all of that. So I just wanted to say, you know, it's not all that easy. I am going on a run now and I'm feeling angry and anxious. So I'm doing 5 miles.
You can't do that.
This is my new like men's Adidas hat. I got the men's size because I got a big head from Amazon. This top was just an add-on of a Fashion Nova order. It's really kind of crappy and a little bit too short. I'm also not in the confident part of my life where I want to be showing this much of my stomach, but that's fine. I don't have pants that are high-waisted enough, but once I get running, I don't think I'm gonna care. Realizing halfway through that I have to pee. So I just had my everything shower, as the kids say, which for me is just a shower. Because I always do everything. Yeah, I wash my hair, conditioned, wash my face multiple times. First to get the sweat off, then I really kind of deep clean, body wash, little leg shave, exfoliating the feet and such. And then I had to do something I don't really like doing, which is shaving my bikini area, because I am working on a little laser removal process right now, which requires you to shave first, unfortunately. I'll show you the thing I got. It's like an IPL device that I bought from Amazon. Hold on, let me get it. Time will tell if buying one of these off Amazon was a good idea or not. I'm not endorsing this product. It's not sponsored. It's just something that I bought because I was tired of paying $85 after tip for bikini wax every 3 weeks. So it just looks like this, and it's like, apparently it's like cooling. That's why there's snowflakes on it. That's the box. And then on the inside is a device that looks like this. You plug it into the wall and then you put it up against your skin like this. I'm not gonna use it on the palm of my hand, but you like twice a week for 8 weeks, and then I think you're done. It seems like it's working. I'm on like week 3 now, and I would demo it for you guys, but it's kind of in my personal area. So, oh, the other thing is they come with these incredible glasses because you want to protect your eyes from the light. Definitely wear these if you buy one of these. Anyway, so I'm gonna do that today, and then I'm gonna self-tan a little bit because it's getting towards that time of the year where I'm starting to feel really bad about myself and about my skin. But it's just that I don't go in the sun really, other than running, which I don't do much in the wintertime. In the wintertime, I don't really go in the sun that much at all. I spend a lot of time indoors taking vitamin D supplements, rotting in the bed, and staring at the computer. And that's most of my day from between January and April. So it is time to kind of refresh the whole thing. And for me, that means putting on a little bit of self-tanner, but more on that later. First, I'm gonna do a little bit of like skin and hair care, I guess. Just squeezing some water out of my hair. I'm not gonna style my hair today because when I self-tan, I like to get up the next morning and take a shower so that smell isn't on me. Whenever I self-tan, I figure it's like a really good opportunity to put it like a deep conditioner in my hair. I've been using this Amika Dream Routine overnight hydration treatment. I think it's supposed to be fungal acne safe, but I have noticed a little bit of itching in my scalp the last couple of times I've used it, but I don't know if it's from this or if it's from like sweat from running and stuff. I always wash my hair after I run though, so I don't know. The instructions say apply on damp or dry hair, spread a pump into hand. So I think maybe also I've been using too much because a pump is only that much. That is I mean, this is a lot of hair. Normally I get admonished by my BFF hairdresser for not using enough product in my hair. So I've been using like 2 or 3 pumps of that. And I do think maybe I was just using too much, but I'm just, you know what I'm gonna do this time? I'm just gonna put it on the ends. And then we're gonna comb through the wide tooth comb. I'm just gonna clip it up for tonight to keep it off my back while I'm doing the self tanner. Okay, I do love this product. This is the Paula's Choice AHA exfoliant. It's fungal acne safe. Cause y'all know I struggle with that, especially now that I'm like working out all the time again. I like started breaking out this week. I wasn't even working out a lot this week. I don't even understand what that was. I don't know if it's because it was cold and I was turning the heat on, or if it was because it was rainy and it was humid, or if it was stress, or if it was the fact that I was sitting at a computer editing and writing and touching my face a lot. I think it was probably that. All of the above, I don't know. But this stuff really does just make your skin look brighter the next day. So I'm gonna put 1 pump of this on my skin. And you wanna like avoid eyes, under eyes and all that, like the sensitive areas. So we've got our exfoliant on. I'm gonna leave that. I'm not gonna like put anything on my face for a while that's cooking. I'm gonna go do the laser hair removal down south, and then I'll talk a little bit about my self-tanner process. Okay, so I've just done that. It's pretty quick and I want to say painless, but I don't know, it does kind of hurt a little bit in some areas, especially if you're doing like a sensitive area like I am. But it really is like the fastest thing ever, and you can adjust like the settings too to make it less intense on certain spots, which I recommend. Another thing I want to say is like, do your research on this. It's not right necessarily for like all skin tones. There's a specific way that it works where it like identifies, you know, the contrast between your hair follicle and your skin tone or something, and that's how it works or whatever. And I know some people had their skin damaged or burned by this if they've not used it according to the instructions or recommendations, so please do your research. So far, I will say on me, it's working. I usually hate shaving, I still do, but you have to shave before you do this. The reason I hate it so much is because it grows back so aggressively and really uncomfortably, but so far with the IPL device thing, it hasn't been as painful or uncomfortable because the hair is growing back a lot thinner and a lot slower, which is pretty cool. There's a part of me that's like, am I gonna regret getting rid of my hair permanently? But I really don't think so. I just want to eliminate the discomfort of getting a wax or having it grow in, getting razor bumps, stuff like that. I think it will overall improve my life. But it's a personal decision. I don't think there's anything wrong with doing it or not doing it. Okay, so the next thing I'm gonna do is my self-tanning. Usually what I like to do is put it all over my whole body and then just like walk around naked for a few hours until it dries down. But I'm not gonna do that on camera because I think they would shut down my YouTube. So I'm gonna do my face and show you what I usually do. Having fungal acne or just being like prone to fungal acne is so annoying. I go into it in a couple other videos where I like talk about my beauty routine, but basically it's not actually real acne. It's like a fungus. That sounds disgusting, but it's true. It's like an overgrowth that is made worse by products that have oils in them, by sweat, moisture, kind of in general. So anything involving lotions, creams, it's really hard to find sunscreens that are safe to use. And the reason why I'm like freaking out about this is because I've never been an acne prone person ever, except for when I get fungal acne. And when I get it, it is bad. And I haven't had it now for like a year and a half. And I really think it has obviously to do with me completely changing everything I use. If you have fungal acne now, the thing that worked for me to get rid of it was Nizoral shampoo. Don't use it on your hair long term because it's kind of drying, but it helps get rid of it. You can also use it, it's like an antifungal. You can use it as a mask if you currently have it. Also, diflucan, the same stuff that they give you oral medication for a yeast infection,
helps with your fungal acne. And that's what I did. I did a 10-day course of diflucan, and that's what ultimately cleared it up, but I don't ever wanna have to do that again. So let's talk about self-tanning. Almost no self-tanning products are fungal acne safe. Something that I have noticed. So what I found is this. This is the L'Oreal Sublime Bronze Drops. And I add these to my regular moisturizer, which is this. It can be kind of hard to find. It's constantly selling out, so you're welcome, but it is literally the best moisturizer I've ever used in my life. It's Dr. G Red Blemish Clear Cream. You just add like 5 to 10 drops of this to your moisturizer and then put it on your face. So I use a lot of this stuff. I really like to slug with it. So I'm gonna put a glob of it in my hand. That looks appetizing. And then, you know what, I really should have opened this first. Fills up like a dropper. 1, 2, 3. I did 10 because I didn't come top around. Okay. It definitely has that self-tanner smell, and that's how I know it's gonna work. My advice with tanner is stay within your natural shade range, guys. We don't need to be acting crazy. Like, I personally am a naturally olive skinned person, but like I've said before, I really try to shield myself from sun exposure. Otherwise I would get very, very tan in the summertime, but I'm intense about my sunscreen regimen. I highly recommend everyone do the same. Another fungal acne safe product I love is the Elta MD UV Clear. This is SPF 46 face sunscreen. I wear this all the time. I wear it to the beach and just reapply it all day, and it works really well. So yeah, I mean, I don't know. I'll report back tomorrow and we'll see what my skin looks like. But I'm gonna go ahead and, while my boyfriend's at work, do my whole body, walk around the apartment naked, have some girl time, have some girl dinner, which is gonna be beyond chicken fingers. And I'm gonna watch Vanderpump Rules. And that's on Self-Care Saturday.
Good morning. Okay, so I just got out of bed. This is what the tan looks like after, I guess, about 15 hours. It actually looks not too bad in the viewfinder compared to real life, which is a little more orange. I also clearly like missed some spots here. So don't be like me and try to get up into your hairline a little bit more. It looks a little bit more natural. In general, I don't think I needed as many drops of the tanning oil in my moisturizer as I used. I do look a lot more like myself. March is like dark night of the soul for me every year. I have no color in my skin. I don't look like myself. I don't feel like myself. I've spent way too much time inside for months, and it's still cold here in New York. So, you know, I say this every year. I don't know how many more of these I can do in New York City, but I don't know. I'm not a quitter. I'm gonna hop in the shower. I just got the call that I can go pick up my cat from the hospital. She's doing better and I'm feeling good. Anyway, BRB. Okay, so we're back home. Busy bee. My cat's here. She's fine. She just had a very expensive stomach ache. Classic. It's Sunday, it's Easter Sunday. I'm gonna spend the rest of the day kind of taking care of her, the home, me. Nurturing your mental health is part of glowing up, right? I'm having a nice coffee and a Whole Foods English muffin, the Whole Foods 365 English muffins. Like, it sounds like I'm giving it a lot, but the Whole Foods English muffins are one of my favorite things to eat in the universe. Like, they're just so dense and fluffy and really, really good. Nourishing, you know? And I put the Justin's honey butter on top. Honey peanut butter, excuse me. Added a little more actual honey and then sprinkled it with kosher salt. It's hard to talk with a mouthful of peanut butter. I am not strictly plant-based, but when I'm at home by myself, I don't cook meat. It's fine. I know how, but it's just not something that I do. I'm really happy eating mostly vegetarian. And then when with my boyfriend, we'll have chicken or like salmon for larger meals. He makes really good fish tacos and he's a really good cook in general. So you can kind of see that, like, I look a little less orange than I did earlier today, so that's good. Yeah, so I feel like all I want to do is like lay down, read, journal a little bit, and clean the house. And that's gonna be part of the glow up.
Sazi's boyfriend went to Europe without her, and they had a huge fight over text because he didn't want to sext with her, and so he blocked her on Instagram. All right, so far this whole glow up has been like the epitome of trust the process. For sure, my skin has already gotten worse before it's gotten better. I kind of was trimming my eyebrows and I overdid it. My body feels really sore and my hair looks a little grunge, dude. What I want to do is trim my bangs. I'd like them to be a little more this. To be honest, this is not really my expertise. My best friend slash sister-in-law lived in New York for a long time, and she cut my hair and trimmed my bangs for me for free, always. I've never really paid for a haircut in my adult life because I either had Hannah or I did it myself, or from 2012 to like 2015, I actually worked in hair salons. So now that Hannah has moved and it's my responsibility to either pay for a haircut, which I don't want to do, or trim my own hair, I'm just trying to do it in a way where she won't be disappointed in me. The problem is when I do it her way, it doesn't look right. And I think it's just because I don't know how to follow directions. First, I have like wavy curly hair. This is my hair sort of combed and then air dried. I've seen people air dry their hair curly and then do it that way, piece by piece. I've tried that. I've seen people blow dry them first and then do it that way. I've seen people cut them wet. And I've done sort of the triangle, the double triangle method. Here's what I'm gonna do, okay? Because I don't know how to follow directions. And sometimes the vibe is like, why even try? Let's just pretend that this is how my hair is gonna naturally dry forward like this on my face. And I'm gonna cut the parts that I think are too short, starting with this. One of the things she taught me though, that I like a lot, is to twist the hair. And I'm gonna do like this and go straight forward. I'm gonna make it short in the middle. You guys are gonna fucking laugh at me when I don't get this right. It's not really a tutorial, is it? Because I don't know what I'm doing. That looks bad. So now I have to make the rest of them shorter so that it kind of goes out from there. Twist it and then take it out to the side like that. All right. So I wetted it down and then letting these pieces like collect in the middle here. Yeah, I know it looks crazy and kind of bad right now, but they are shorter. But like, just imagine if they were dry. Should I use a diffuser on these to see if they came out good? Okay, this is the Shark, crap, I'll put it on the screen. The Shark hair dryer with a really good diffuser on it. Everyone says it's really good for curly hair, and it seems like it is. I've only had it for like a couple of weeks. I'm just gonna put it on super, super low to kind of dry these lightly so you can see, well, we can see together if I did okay on my bangs. We're just gonna hover diffuse. This is Living Proof Volume Spray. It's pretty good. So, what do you guys think? I mean, I feel like, for the most part, we're getting the desired effect. I wish that my whole hair was styled so I could show you how I actually want it to look, but in the meantime, this is pretty close. I'm happy with it. Is it giving Pride and Prejudice? So now I'm gonna engage in a little mental wellness. There's a couple things I want to do, and I'll show you what they are. My first one is a journal for free writing, morning pages. Ideally, I would be doing this every morning, but I don't. This is literally a children's journal from when I was a kid. I found it at my mom's house. Then I have this pretty little notebook that I decorated the other day. This is my manifestation journal, and gratitude. So this is where I write all the things that I'm grateful for, and I get creative about the positive things that I would like to add to my life someday. I've always taken my dreams seriously, but I kind of want to really allow myself to imagine them coming true. And because it's Mercury retrograde right now, I feel like it's a really good time for me to reflect and not necessarily take action and move forward, but go inward and think about when it is time to move forward. How do I want to do that? What's best for me? So that's what this guy's for. For now, just kind of like get some thoughts out of my head. It's been a while since I've done that. I made some iced tea and I'm gonna enjoy my afternoon. So here's where we leave off. This is the final destination of the glow up. Let's check in. It was honestly a very long and chaotic 2 weeks. I laughed, I cried. I sort of felt like I was getting worse and not improving along the way. And ultimately, my bangs turned out better than I expected. It's been raining, it's been cold. There was literally just an earthquake in New York this morning. Everything's throwing off my groove, but at least my hair looks good. If you want to see my full makeup routine, you can see it as part of this vlog here. For my hair, I was thinking about doing like a lazy girl's wavy hair routine video because I'm really happy with this, and I think I've finally mastered getting my hair to look good with very, very minimal effort. So I don't know, look out for that. I might do it. In conclusion, we can't control very many things in life. We can't control the weather. But what we can do is put in a little effort here and a little effort there to feel more comfortable in our own skin. And the rest comes from in here. I don't know. This is a vintage coffee mug that I got from a flea market. It's probably got lead paint in it, so it's probably going to my brain. If you had fun watching this video, give me a little thumbs up, give me a subscribe. It would be great to have you join my little community that I'm building here. In the meantime, I love you, you're beautiful, and never forget that everyone is a princess. Shout out Paris Hilton. Bye.